When I think of the American dream, personally, I think of Orange County, California. I'm Esther Buede. Welcome to Newport Beach.
So Esther, I've got to ask you, you're here now in California. We're living here in Newport Beach. You've been Texas, Florida, and I told you this is the best place to live in the world. What do you think? Would you live anywhere else?
No. Orange County is my home. There's nothing like it. You have the beautiful view, the water, the beach, with the real estate, the cars, the restaurants.
Yeah,
Can't
Newport,
beat it.
it's amazing. I love
You're
it.
literally on vacation every day. I did some history. Back in the 1950s, the average income was about like $3,000 to $4,000 a year.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
The houses right here in Newport, they're going for $10,000 to $20,000 a piece.
Well,
Can you imagine?
Well, relatively speaking,
yeah.
and then how do you compare that to even with today's?
Yeah, well,
Like, I mean,
today's, I think, you know, even if in Newport, maybe you're making a couple $100,000, the average home price
is like, what,
a few million.
$3?
I think the average is $3, but most of the houses around here are $6, $8, $10. Hey, with that being said, I got to tell you about one of our neighbors. He invited us over to his house. His family's been here since like the 50s. This house is like going back in time. You know what? Forget it. Let's just go see it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go. All right, we're here with our neighbor here in Newport Heights. Esther, I want you to meet Mike Barnett. Mike,
So
Esther.
nice to meet you, Mike.
Nice to meet you.
I really feel like I just took a step back in time. I mean, this is literally a time capsule. Tell me about this home.
The lot for the home was a wedding present from my grandmother to my parents, and then my father built the house in 1951.
That was actually what I read about Newport itself. They were doing a lot of construction back in the 50s.
Yeah.
And I can't help but notice these massive, is elephant ear
Yeah.
plants? I mean, it's literally like from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
They are the biggest ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's been growing here for a long time, since the 50s. It was a present from the horticultural department at Disneyland to my dad, who worked at Disneyland in the 50s.
Well, the other thing I was thinking about when I walked in is I couldn't help but notice this massive greenhouse. Was your dad into plants or?
Hybrid Cattleya orchid plants. And he grew them, and he became quite well known as an orchid hybridizer. He'd sell the orchids around the world and the flowers to local florists. He looked up in the Farmer's Almanac how much rain fell here during the year and caught the water in a 50,000-gallon water tank underneath the greenhouse when they watered the plants.
Speaking of underground, you've got to show us this. What is it, a bunker? It's a bomb shelter?
Bomb shelter, yeah.
Yeah.
We all know the atomic bomb is very dangerous. Since it may be used against us, we must get ready for it.
My father had it built in the late 50s, and it was during the Cuban Missile Crisis. My parents and I were living down there.
Wow.
Wow.
There's a bathroom and a shower. The bathroom has a toilet and a sink.
Wow.
And then the shower has an electric water heater. And there's a bicycle with a car alternator on it that's hooked to a battery, and it can run the 12-volt lights.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's so cool.
Your family's legacy is just so cool. Can you take us on a little tour? I want to
Yeah.
see the underground bomb shelter.
Yeah, I've been told that it's a real time capsule.
Yes.
Let's go take a look at it.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Cool.
So Greg and I just finished wrapping up another episode of American Dream TV, where we got to take you back in time, literally a time capsule of a home, a greenhouse, and a bomb shelter. And if you guys all know, I love cars, where we happen to have a true garage find of a 1970 Barracuda. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next time here on American Dream TV.